Offer lifted. 25 bid.
Welcome to PriceSquawk.
Hi, this is Graham from PriceSquawk. Now, I get a few emails asking me to dish out specific settings for the E-mini and other markets, which is usually a pretty hard question to answer, and it will very much depend on how you trade your markets, what information stands out to you, and what you're actually good at listening for. But first things first, it's AM here in Australia, so I'm pumping some data through the jigsaw tools here in replay mode. And if the tools you see up here are new to you, then you may want to, before trying to dive into using PriceSquawk, look at our prop shop trading drill content, which will give you some foundation for understanding the order flow in regards to the tape and the DOM. Now, if you are experienced in using these tools, then a lot of the information that PriceSquawk makes audible is derived, well, all of it is derived from the jigsaw recon tape in this instance. But if you have been trading for a while and no specific, let me just turn this down. Now, if you have been trading for a while and know some specific conditions in the market that stand out for trading opportunities according to your trading plan, then you'll want to look into using the wizard and see if that can guide you in tuning PriceSquawk specifically to your needs out of the box. And I'll leave you to explore the wizard. And that's important for people who are opening PriceSquawk for the first time, and usually the guys and girls emailing me want specific settings. That kind of tells me that you don't have a specific trading plan to adapt PriceSquawk to. So I suggest doing those prop shop trading drills and learning your market inside out, so you kind of know what sort of events and conditions you're going to be trading around, and then PriceSquawk will become 1,000 times more useful because it can actually be configured to identify those conditions, which frees you up to work your orders in the DOM or do something else to improve your trading. Having said that, people still want to open PriceSquawk and get value out of it from the get-go. So we actually have some pre-configured settings on the config tab that are applicable to the E-mini in this case. So we have the Emini squawk and the Emini tape sounds. There are primarily two different ways you can use PriceSquawk to improve your trading performance and give you a bit of an edge in the markets. You can listen to tape sounds, the audible tape, and I've just done a video on how you can use advanced filtering of the tape, so you're only listening to buy and sell trades during particular market states. But by listening to the tape, you're getting raw feedback of the continual flow of buying versus selling in the market, and that, once you get used to it, can provide a lot of information and give you some intuition as to the short-term momentum of the market. So if you enable out of the box the Emini tape sounds, you'll notice straight away that the sound effects have changed from buy or sell, and you can tweak them to your liking on the config tab here. I particularly like this setup configuration here, and this will give you that raw feedback of the time and sales and the buying versus selling flow in the market. And PriceSquawk's going to make those buy versus sell trade sounds louder as volume flows in and out of the E-mini in this particular scenario. And it also has some alerts enabled to assist you in identifying large trader activity. Just going to turn that down again there. So we have in the E-mini configured 50 lots, 100 lots, and 500 lots. So as the market's moving up and down, you'll notice traders trading this sort of size getting more active in the market at particular times. And if you have a particular size trade that you're interested in following, for instance, if you're a spread trader and you're looking at relative value between markets, someone might be trading a certain size in a correlated market which has a particular footprint in the E-mini, for instance, and you can change your minimum, middle, maximum settings to match that. But these 50, 100, and 500 work very well with the Jigsaw Recon tape when you enable the Reconstruct Trades option, as Jigsaw will rebuild the original market orders that are placed at the by large traders, so you get feedback of their activity via your audible tape. So I feel like I'm getting off point here. You can use, if you want particular settings for PriceSquawk, then for the E-mini, I suggest using the Emini Tape sounds to understand how the audible tape mode of PriceSquawk works, and just listen in and see if or hear if you're getting a feel for how the flow of buying versus selling changes during different market phases, and you might then be able to adapt that into your trading plan. If you're hearing too much buying and selling in your trade sounds, i.e. it is overwhelming, you want to look into using either the Reconstructed Tapes filtering option, or you can filter trades directly in PriceSquawk using the minimum time and sales setting. And I'll refer you to the manual, or send me an email if you need more information on how to do that. The other key way that PriceSquawk is being used and can be used is as a squawk. So for instance, if you're just passively monitoring the market, you can enable E-mini squawk mode here,
Evens bid,
and that will just commentate
100 hit,
the
Evens
price
offer,
action
200 hit,
and some
100
key
left,
market events
500 traded, 100 left.
that are occurring in the market. And this setting is pre-configured particularly for the E-mini. We used to have a streaming service that actually had the E-mini squawk mode here behind it, and you can then audibly follow all the price action and order flow events in the E-mini passively. A good example of what I mean by that is if you just close the DOM and the tape and listen into the PriceSquawk squawk for a period, you'll be amazed at how you can actually tell. You'll find that you can actually keep a pretty accurate map of the current prices that are trading, and find how well you can actually keep attuned to the price action and order flow in a market just through the PriceSquawk squawk. And that is going to announce some large trades, such as those 50, 100, 200 lots, and you can change that to your needs. It's going to also tell you if there's absorption at prices using the volume at price and smart volume mode. For example, these little buttons demonstrate the alerts. I don't think we have any volume profile alerts configured, but it will also have this increased volume alert, which I kind of always come back to in
25's bid.
my PriceSquawk demonstrations, as it is
200.
very useful for listening into the ebb and flow of volume in your market. So if you hear, for example, this alert,
Increased volume. Increased volume. Increased volume. Increased volume.
then you know that new volume is actually entering the market. And in hindsight, that would look like a spike on, say, your 1 minute volume chart. And you can change that alert to whatever appeals to you from the alert sound drop down menu.
Maximum size. Maximum size.
I like to just use straight out
volume. Volume.
the volume alert, and that just helps me, gives me a quick reminder that the volume condition of the market is changing. So as far as specific settings go, you can start with in the Emini Squawk for passively monitoring the price action and listening for specific volume events and alerts. You can enable the Emini Tape if you want to then tune in to the flow of buying versus selling, as could be seen in the Reconstructed Tape, but we have advanced filtering that isn't available in your Recon Tape or other time and sales tools. And finally, if you are very in tune with your market and understand certain key events that get you interested in working bids and offers, you can step through the wizard, which will guide you in the different ways PriceSquawk can be used to fit your exact needs. For example, if you want to hear advanced audible tape filtering, you can say, yes, I want to hear buy and sell trade sounds. No, I don't want the pitch of those sounds to change with price action. For example, if you're only interested in hearing buying versus selling without the corresponding resulting price action. And then importantly, this will guide you through filtering that tape if you click yes. So the instructions are at the bottom of the wizard there, and you'll also see a pop-up in the main PriceSquawk window guiding you further on how to configure it. So in this scenario, select a volume mode. Now we might want to hear if more than 3,000 contracts have been absorbed at the current prices in the context of recent price action. So PriceSquawk keeps a short-term history of the volume being accumulated and absorbed at prices, and enable volume alerts to hear those milestones announced, and click trade sounds if you want to filter your tape. And I'll once again refer you to the most recent video I did, which shows how powerful combining these different modes can be for your trading. So hopefully I haven't confused those watching this video further. In review, we have the wizard for helping you configure PriceSquawk to your specific needs. We have the audible tape and advanced filtering of that tape, and we have the squawk mode, which will commentate the market to you. And that's just about it. I actually like to switch between those different modes. I don't trade the E-mini, but if I was sitting in front of the bund or listening in the background to the bund, I'll use the squawk feature to help me maintain pretty much a mental map of the state of the market. And then if I do hear the specific conditions that have me interested in some short-term momentum trades, I will usually enable the tape mode, the audible tape, to give me that raw feedback of the buying versus selling and listen to some patterns in that context. And I believe that's all I've got to say for now on this. Hit me back if you have any questions. If you do know certain aspects of the market that you want to hear, then and still cannot find your way around PriceSquawk, definitely don't hesitate to shoot me an email. Support@pricesquawk.com is your best bet to get hold of me fast, and I'll try and help you set it up to your needs. Hope this has been helpful. Thank you.